Thought maybe just getting off the schneid of that road losing streak last time this program won a game was 2008, now it's 2011, just getting that away now. What's that mean to the program, what's that mean to you? And
I think it means probably more to the program. It's nice for us to get at least some proof that we can win a road game and win a league game at the same time. So I mean, that was good for the program, it was good for the kids. You know, I guess the nature of conference play is you don't have much time to enjoy that, as you got to get ready for, in our case, a game Saturday, but then again 2 more this week. So, you know, it was nice, but I guess it's back to business.
You guys were able to have probably one of your better offensive outings against Butler. That's something you've been preaching since day one. Is it, I don't want to say is it an aberration, or are you finally seeing the steps coming together of just how the offense is finally supposed to look and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think offensively we're getting better. I mean, we're getting better every day, and you know that's what we hope for, is that we continue to get better. We happen to have some kids shoot the ball well, you know, and that always makes your offense look a little bit better. And I thought even the entire weekend, you know, we had 27 turnovers for the whole weekend. We've been known to do that in single games before. So giving yourself just that many more opportunities to shoot the ball helps. We got a good offensive rebounding night at Valpo. Gave ourselves some second shot opportunities there. And then we shot the ball at a pretty high percentage the first half at Butler. So, I mean, I think, you know, those 2 things, plus you limit your turnovers, you're able to put up, again, we only scored in the 60s both games, but, you know, that would have been welcomed on many nights in November. So it's nice to see that we're showing some improvement offensively.
Brady's been named the Player of the Week for the 2nd time this year. Is she perhaps playing the best of anybody in the league right now?
Well, I mean, she's by far our best player. You know, I don't know that I could classify as well as anybody in the league, but she's got to be one of the top 2 or 3 in the league. I mean, there's a lot of kids in our conference that could score 30 points on any given night. So, you know, I don't want to say that she's the best in the league, but what she does for us, I mean, we would be a disaster without her. So she's been invaluable to us for sure.
Monica mentioned that you actually showed the team a clip of Martin Luther King's speech today. Her rationale being that, you know, it's not an instant fix, and she compared it obviously to the racial situation. It wasn't going to be fixed overnight. What was kind of your mindset into trying to inspire them through that meeting?
Well, I mean, I guess if there's a lesson we can learn from it, I think there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from Dr. King, but I just think that we've come to a day where, you know, my son's only 6, but all he knows is he didn't have to go to school today. And I think we have a lot of kids that think, hey, I don't have to go to school, and they don't have any idea why. And my only intention was to explain to them why, you know, why we don't have school, and why this really should be more of a day of activity than a day of sitting around doing nothing. And I told him that when I get elected president, that this won't be a day off anymore. There's going to be activity planned for all school-age kids. But in the meantime, it's a day off. But I want them to understand that there's a broader spectrum of what's going on in the world, and try to, you know, just try to give them some perspective on life. You know, and if they can show some, there should be some relation from his speech to their daily life, whatever that may be, whether it's the process of rebuilding something, or the discipline it took for the members of them to fight the battle they had to fight, and we're fighting a much less significant battle here, but it's still a battle nonetheless, and the discipline it takes to do so. If that helps, then fantastic.
Well, can you just talk about the next 3 games? Obviously, you're at home. You're playing teams above you. You're, you know, 2 back in the loss column to I think one of those teams or whatever. Just this homestand, how important it is.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, if you're gonna do any kind of stand in the conference, you got to be able to win home games. I mean, road games are tough to come by. You know, but you got to be able to do something at home. This is where we practice. This is where we spend all our time. And we've got 3, I mean, obviously they're all above us, but we have 3 teams coming in here that, you know, we've got to try to beat, and we got to be able to be competitive with.
With 12 games remaining, maybe you don't want to answer the question. Where do you put yourself? What grade do you kind of put yourself at right
Oh, I mean, it's hard to give us too high of a grade because we're in ninth place. So I mean, I think, I think we got to be like a D. We're not failing. We're not in last place, but we're also not in the top half of the conference either. So we've still got a lot of work to do, and we've got a lot of areas to get better in. I mean, I think honestly, you'd probably have to give us a D at the moment, and hopefully, like you said, we've got 12 games to try to get that letter grade up to where we want it to be.
Do you feel better today than you did a month ago?
Yeah, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we're playing, we were playing, the Loyola game was bad. We were in the wrong mindset, but most of the games that we've been playing, we've been in the games, we've been competitive in the games. A month ago it was hit or miss. I mean, we would play a good game and we'd lose by 30, and we'd play a decent game and we'd lose by 30, and we're much more consistent now than we were a month ago. So I'm happy that we made progress, and as I've said before, hopefully when we talk a month from now, we've made more progress, and we're not digging ourselves out of as many holes as we've had to.
Very good. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.